Hi everybody, welcome back to my LinkedIn Lives. I'm Jasmine Navarro, certified wellbeing expert, working in educational institutions and companies supporting family wellbeing challenges. And as you know, every week I interview different experts who make a difference. And today I'm super excited to be interviewing Beverley. Hi Beverley, thank you so much for coming on.
Hi, thanks for having me. I'm excited. My first ever LinkedIn Live.
Oh, amazing. And I'm excited too because I love the topic. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do?
Yeah, sure. So I founded Wellness We Need just over a year ago after having gone through quite a difficult time with some stress related illnesses. And I practiced a whole bunch of modalities, but the main thing is I'm here to help either individuals or corporates or schools. I have various modalities, as I said, so I can work with whether it's mental health, whether it's physical health, whether in just general well-being, really.
Sounds really, really important. And well, so this topic, which I absolutely love, why laughter is the best medicine, because I completely believe that as well. Tell us what made you choose this title for today.
So I came across laughter yoga quite a long time ago, actually. I saw it at a festival in Dubai, and I just heard a bunch of people laughing. And you know what it's like when you hear people laughing, it's so contagious. And I kind
Yeah.
of thought about it for a while, but didn't really know much about it. And then, funnily enough, or not funnily enough, in COVID times, we were all a little bit stuck. And I'd gone from running a business for someone else, very busy, had a team of people. And then all of a sudden, I was left on my own. I was slowly closing the business down and I was working from home, and I found it quite difficult, the whole transition. And I was still working for them at the time. So, yeah, so I saw laughter yoga came up as a course, just a
Oh,
beginner's course, just for fun. So I did it
yeah.
purely just for fun and to like have a laugh, basically. And then it developed because I then found out you could actually do like a leaders course where you can obviously
Wow.
move on to take sessions and obviously charge for sessions as well. So I do offer the laughter yoga sessions with corporates. I'm working with some corporates at the moment, and I'm looking to expand into schools who I am speaking to a few local ones at the moment as well.
Wow, that's amazing. So when you say laughter is the best medicine and your laughter yoga, so do you just mean like how does it work then? How does it work? Because I've never been to laughter yoga. I mean, I've heard about it, and I
Okay.
know, of course, laughing always makes you feel good. I know that, and I love laughing with my friends. I think it's so important. But yeah, tell us about the laughter yoga and what actually it involves.
Okay, so like the reason it's called laughter yoga is because we're actually using the yogi breathing. So if you're not a yogi or have done yoga before, so when you breathe in with yoga, we push our belly out like a big balloon. And then when
Okay.
we exhale, the belly kind of like contracts like that. So with laughter yoga, we're basically doing the same thing. So we're inhaling, and instead of the exhale, we're using the exhale as laughter.
Oh, right.
And
Okay.
there's lots of different exercises as well. So basically the founder, it was founded actually by a medical doctor who's
Okay.
now retired and in India. And he came across he was actually writing for some magazines about the benefits of laughter. And he started off by telling jokes, and there was only five of them, like in a Mumbai park. And then eventually, like things sometimes, that things get crude or rude or, not appropriate, basically. So then he
Yeah.
had to like rack his brain, like, how can I make this work? So he came up with laughter yoga because the scientific studies have actually proven that the body cannot differentiate between real and simulated laughter. So
Wow.
that's why with laughter yoga, it's obviously a safe space. Nobody needs to be worrying about, shyness or the appropriate, like if you're sitting in an office and just start going, whoa, like it's maybe not perfect thing to do. Whereas if you're in an actual session, you can laugh as loud as you like and for as long as you like. And yeah, the studies did actually show that you need to laugh for 10 to 15 minutes as a minimum to get the health benefits.
Per day.
Well, yeah, just in general to get the health benefits, because if we're just laughing, whether we tell a joke or just laughing between us, we'll literally just laugh for a few seconds and it's not
Okay.
enough the health benefits.
So you mean 10 to 15 minutes at one time?
Yeah, like just that's why it's the beauty of
Wow.
laughter yoga, because then you can, I can do however many, depending on the time we have, but I can do, maybe 10 exercises in a session or 15 maybe. And then, we're physically just doing that. We're there only for the laughter. So you get the most out of it. So it's really, really beneficial.
That's brilliant. So is laughter yoga, so is it yoga as well then? Or is it just called
No,
that?
it
No.
purely is because of the breathing. It's the yogi breathing.
Okay.
So yeah, so when you push the belly out like a big balloon and then you exhale. And then with all the different exercises, you're bringing like more oxygen to your brain and your body because you're using the diaphragm more. Because generally people like they'll breathe from their chest or they'll laugh from here. Whereas if we're
Yeah.
actually using the diaphragm, that's where you're getting all the obviously increased oxygen around your brain and body. And obviously the endorphins, like you said earlier, like you automatically feel great after you've had a good laugh, so
Oh,
you're
you
releasing
do.
all the endorphins. And yeah, like I said, the body can't differentiate between real and fake. So sometimes in corporate sessions, they're maybe a little bit shy in the beginning, but once you get going, like
Yeah.
it's hilarious. Like it's hilarious. And like
And you're
honestly, like,
present,
I love
aren't
it
you?
because pardon?
Sorry. You're
No,
present. You're so present when you're laughing. So like you said, you probably, maybe people are self-conscious at first, but then once you forget about it, don't you? Because you're
yeah, of
with
course.
the
And then you
flow.
all realize you're all there together and nobody's laughing at you. We're all laughing together and you're in a safe space. It's just us
Yeah.
in a room and just there for the purpose of laughter. So it's really, really good. And
Oh,
it
that's
does. And I
amazing.
love the fact that you said on the title, like people making a difference. And it honestly is so rewarding. Like some of the feedback I've had, like it makes you quite emotional actually, because it really does make a difference to people's lives. I had one last summer. A lady came up to me and she said, I don't actually remember how long it's been since I've laughed like that. And I was
Wow.
like, wow, that is emotional.
Yeah.
That really touches you.
No, definitely. Because even I remember, when I was younger, especially at school, just
Yeah.
always laughing, constantly. And I think as you get older, well, recently, I just feel like, yeah, I haven't laughed that much recently, like I used to.
Yeah.
I think you
And
go
that's
through
the
moments. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing with living day-to-day life with different things going on around the world we're all aware of. And like if you leave laughter to chance, you might not be laughing much in
Yeah.
general.
Yeah.
Whereas laughter yoga, you're there for the purpose. Like so you'll have that session and you know that you're just going to be laughing. Whether you're using the exercises or not, that's no problem because that just helps you bring the laughter out. And the exercises are there just to make more fun of it and stuff. It's just
No,
really fun.
exactly. So just having a laugh then, is that because you mentioned about laughing from your stomach, like right from your diaphragm. So if you don't laugh from there, is it not as beneficial then? Like, do you have to
Yeah, I
laugh?
mean, listen, I mean, like, you don't have to be so strict about it because it is just, it's a laugh. But in general, with the breathing, that's the problem. Like, people don't breathe properly. People don't
Yeah.
breathe deeply enough. Like, even just breathing deeply, like doing breathwork sessions, that would have like the same sort of benefit as far as the oxygen
Wow.
increase is concerned. But the laughter is just, like another side of it where it'll
Yeah.
increase your endorphins and just make you feel really, really bright
Wow.
and happy and yeah.
So you teach two things really then. So it's about breathing and yoga. So if people come to your workshops or sessions, they're going to learn two things.
Yeah, so if I was to come to your office, like it wouldn't just be, I wouldn't just walk in, we all start laughing. Like I do explain the science behind it. So I have a proper presentation and I do make it like customized to whoever the company is. So I try and always add a little, customized laughter exercise
Yeah.
just for the company, whatever type of industry that they're in. Yeah, so I mean, it does take around like 45 minutes for a full session because I will do all the explanation of the science behind it and how all the different benefits that you get in your body and your brain. And then we start doing the exercises obviously after that.
Oh, wow. It sounds amazing. And Shamim wants to say something. Hi, Shamim. How are you doing? Laughter really is great for us. It keeps us lively and energized. So true.
Exactly.
So true. And hi to everybody else who's joining. If you have any questions or comments, please let us know. We would love to hear from you. And no, it's so interesting, Beverley, because I've heard of this, but yeah, I've never really heard about what actually happens in a session. So you mentioned, you have an explanation. So how much time is spent actually laughing in the session? And do some people, like you said, have you ever had a session where people don't laugh, or
Not
how are you?
really. Like maybe in the beginning, like you'll get one that's maybe a little bit shy, or maybe finds it just awkward, because it's okay. It's okay if you feel awkward, sometimes it just happens, it's depending on how you've been brought up and different things. But once they realize, like, nobody's filming you, nobody's laughing at you, like I said, you're all there together just for the purpose of laughter yoga. So I mean, some people cry with laughter, like it really just goes like so intense. And sometimes that's a good thing, because sometimes that's releasing some emotions that's been trapped in there. And yeah, so it's really lovely when everybody comes together. And I think that's the beauty of starting in the beginning to explain like the whole benefits and how it works, and who founded it and everything like that, because it's important for people to understand the history as well. And then, yeah, the laughter just becomes fun, and you kind of can play games and things as well. It depends on the size of the group, with the quizzes and stuff. Like I do different things with different group sizes, but it's up to each company, and obviously schools are different, but like generally offices, 20 people and upwards, it normally works well with. And
Amazing.
they'll do either a 30-minute session or 45. But obviously, if it's a 30-minute session, then my presentation just gets cut a little bit short, but I still keep everything, the most important information in there.
And what sounds so brilliant about these classes, apart from the fact that you feel great, it's healthy and all of that, is it sounds like you just have to turn up. You don't have to prepare anything. Not you, the participants. We just turn up. We don't have to prepare anything, and we just go for it, sort of thing.
Yeah, and I guide you. So basically, I would explain before each exercise, I would explain, okay, this is the exercise we're going to do. I show the exercise first, and then we all do it together. So I'm doing it before anyone else. So like I'm standing up there like myself doing it, just to explain what we're going to do together, and then everyone follows me. So yeah, everybody, they just come, like you can come like clothes, like I normally wear my branded polo shirt, but like you can turn up in office clothes, you can turn up in any clothes. I mean, there's no restriction, because you're not really moving so much. Like you're moving around the room, but it's not like you don't have to be in like exercise gear or anything like that. So yes,
brilliant.
really
Hi.
flexible.
Yes. Hi, Nikhil. Thank you so much for joining. Laughter is contagious, and you will all find that Bev's laughter is especially contagious. Looking forward to this. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone. Thank you so much. Happy Valentine's Day to you too. And
thanks, Nikhil.
Yeah, thanks, Nikhil. So, and you mentioned, well, I've just lost my train of thought now. Oh yeah, how often do you think we need to come to these, or we could come to these laughter sessions that you do? Like, would it be like once a week, or every day, or once a month?
Actually, it's funny that Nikhil popped up. So Nikhil was actually on the same course as me, and so he's a laughter yoga leader based in New York. And we actually, for quite a long time, after the big group sort of dispersed a little bit, we had our own group that we met every Tuesday online on Zoom, just to like carry on, meeting up and laughing together. But life has been quite busy, especially we've all got lots of things going on, but I was obviously starting up my business and things like that. So we did drift off a little. However, we are, they've started already on the Thursday. I had a client last week, so I couldn't join, but tomorrow is Thursday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. We are doing Zooms, and if anybody wants to join, there's no charge to join.
Oh, really?
We'll be doing live at 4:30 Dubai time. I'm logging on tomorrow. I'll be there, and yeah, we'll just we'll lead the session, and everybody just joins in. So
that's amazing, Beverley. I might join.
You should join. I'll send you the link. No
yes,
problem.
please do. And for anybody else, no, I think that's a great way to try
just
it as
like
well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Good fun.
And who can benefit from this then? Because I know you work a lot with companies and schools. Of course, laughter is for everybody, but I can imagine, especially, it could help with stress.
Oh
People
yeah,
are stressed out.
massively. I mean, like even in India, like I was actually at the World Laughter Yoga Conference in India
Oh,
at the end
oh
of
wow.
last year, and we went to, I'm not really sure like the correct term to use, but we went to like like a school or a home. I think it was called a home for like mentally challenged ladies and girls. Like they were all adults,
Yeah.
and they've been practicing laughter yoga, and they actually did some laughter yoga for us, and they also did some like dances and did a whole display. It was quite emotional as well. And then there's laughter clubs all around the world. There's free laughter clubs, like thousands. There's thousands of them, but everybody can benefit. Like people go into like nursing homes or different kind of like charities, all
Wow.
different. Yeah, I mean, everybody can benefit. And the thing is, like, even if we don't all speak the same language, we all laugh the same, you know? So it's
Exactly. And you wouldn't even need to understand, probably, actually. Do you speak a lot in the sessions?
mostly at the kind of beginning, obviously, the
Yeah.
presentation, but then the rest is purely just showing the exercise, like I said, and then everybody copies me, and then it's just laughter. I mean, sometimes you'll have another exercise to come behind it, but you don't cut it short. Like if it's going crazy, then you just let it go crazy, you know.
Wow. No, it sounds amazing. I've heard of this a lot, but I've never, like I said, I've never looked into it. Hi, Angie. How are you doing? Angie says, I attended a couple of sessions some years ago and it was great. 2.5 hours and exhausted at the end. Oh, wow. A mix of acting, yoga, and laughter. I wish there were more classes around London, not necessarily just within companies. Zoom is a great idea.
There definitely will be groups in London. I can check it out for you and find out and get you the information. There's definitely Zooms, like there's Zooms every week. Even the founder, he does Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. He does
Oh,
Zooms for,
really?
yeah, he does Zooms for free as well. And people from all around the world log on to the Zooms. I need to double check what that time that one is because
Oh,
I've not been on
wow.
that for a while. But
Oh,
yeah, but there'll definitely be laughter clubs that you can attend in person. It doesn't have to be in a company. Like there definitely will be. I can find out for
oh,
you.
amazing. No, thanks, Bev.
But
And
2.5 hours is quite a long time.
that's
I
what I
mean,
was
honestly,
thinking. Yeah.
yeah, like, I understand it wasn't just laughter. I know she said like dance and stuff as well, but yeah, I mean, because like, you know, your body temperature rises and you're using quite a lot of energy, you know, so it's quite tiring. That's why normally 45 minutes to an hour is enough, really.
Yeah. And how has laughter changed the laughter yoga? How has it changed your life?
Yeah, I just think I had a really difficult time at the time, and I just kind of think it brought me back to life a little bit. You know, I
Really?
just trying to do like just trying to remember like I mean, I know you have to take some things seriously, and I do, but I think not to sweat the small stuff, you know. Like for example, when I was doing my training, we had to send in 40 days we had to send in a minute video of a laughter for 1 minute for different reasons, whatever it would be. So it
Your
could be one.
laughter?
Yeah, we all had to like on the
Oh,
WhatsApp group, we had to do laugh for 1 minute every day for 40 days. Because that's what they say when you like reform a habit. That's it. Then it
yes.
just becomes natural. So it does. It just reminds you to laugh more and like an example what I was going to say. I specifically remember because I lived in a different apartment then, and I dropped something on the kitchen floor where normally I might have gone you know
Yeah, yeah,
whatever
yeah.
swear, but you know, like and not like I would get super annoyed or anything, but I just laughed. I just laughed and then swept it up.
Wow.
It's no big deal, you know, like it's no big deal. And I think it just kind of reminded me to like, yeah, don't stress about small stuff, and that's it. And I think as well, just being like around my friends and you know, sometimes if somebody gets a bit of road rage or something, like you just have to remember it's really not that important, you know, like just as long as you're safe, you can
Wow.
laugh things off, you know. I think it's really important to laugh.
Wow. So not only do you have a good time in the sessions, it actually can change your whole perspective on things because, like you said, I didn't even think about that. It's actually made you much more conscious in how you respond to different situations. That's
For
amazing.
sure. For sure, yeah. And I think that habit of doing the 40 days. What's Nikhil saying to
Yeah. Oh,
us?
so Nikhil
Oh,
says, I'm providing the link for our free Thursday Zoom laughter club. You will have a chance to laugh with Bev, Fiona, another laughter yoga leader in Malaysia, and me. Fiona has a special Chinese New Year laughter yoga session tomorrow, 7:30 to 8 EST every Thursday. Thank you so much, Nikhil. I will definitely try to make it. Yeah, but that's
yeah.
amazing because I didn't even, oh, there's 2 Zooms here. I didn't even think that, yeah, it could actually change your whole way of being.
Yeah, it's just a reminder, isn't it? Like, and I think, like I was saying, sorry, before Nikhil's message
Yes.
popped up. Yeah, I think because we had to send in a WhatsApp video 1 minute, and like sometimes you would get to the end of the day and think, I've not done my minute. So you'd have to just do your minute and then send it in, and it just changes your mood, you know, like, or if I was out, like it's happened a few times, I was out. I played golf. So like I was with a bunch of friends and I was like, oh, we need to do my 1 minute laughter. And they were like, oh, what are we doing? And but once you get into it, like everybody's just laughing together for one solid minute, you know.
Wow.
So yeah, it was pretty
You
cool doing that.
So you literally, what, you just laugh? The
Yeah.
video, you just have to just laugh.
But like we did that, but like when I was doing it on my own, for example, if I was sending in a minute, then maybe I would use one of the exercises that we were taught, or maybe I would just improvise and do like a different sort of thing. Like I've got toothache at the moment, so I would actually be like, you know, rather than going like like just go and just laugh like and give it a little bit of love.
Wow. No, that's brilliant. So it can help with pain as well.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, it's people, they're using it in like cancer wards and all sorts of stuff around the world. It's very powerful.
Yeah. Well, like you said, well, I don't know if you did say this, but well, yes, your mindset then, isn't it? If you're always ready to laugh, that's like my nan actually. She's passed away now, but she was always ready to laugh. So you knew that if you met her, you were going to laugh because she was always ready for it, you know?
Yeah. Love it. But just think yourself, like next time that you find yourself getting a little bit irritated or like about anything, like just irritated or something, just it'll just remind you it's not that important, you know, just laugh it off. You know, if you drop something or, you know, just anything that's minimal, that's nothing to worry about, just remind yourself not to take it so seriously. Because, you know, stress has a huge effect on your body. And I learned that the hard way, unfortunately, because of the situation I was put in by my previous employer. But we won't talk about that today. That's not something we want to bring into the conversation. But yeah, so I mean, my body started having lots of different symptoms. I couldn't work out
Really?
what was wrong with me, and it was all stress related. Yeah. So finally, I managed to get out of that. But yeah, but laughter is a huge help with
Yeah.
most things.
And it's so true because stress sometimes can be so hard to manage, you know, and it is how we respond to it, isn't it? How we
Indeed.
respond to different things. And if we're becoming more stressed or more angry because of a stressful situation, then we'll
Yeah.
make it much worse, can't we? So if
Yeah.
you've just got this ability to just know and be reminded and conscious that I can laugh at this,
Yeah.
that can
Yeah.
probably really make a massive difference on your health
Yeah,
and
for sure. It's
well-being.
the mindset, isn't it?
Yeah. And so you mentioned it's in groups, but you also mentioned you did the video by yourself. So is this something you could do by yourself, or does that seem a bit crazy?
It's quite difficult. I mean, I think just because obviously that was our homework, and it was really just to get us into the habit of laughing every single day, because it just basically sunk into you that like we're saying, like any sort of kind of incident that happened, even if it was just something like silly that you dropped something, normally you might curse or you might be like, shit, whatever, you know, like we would just laugh. So it is, I think it was more to get into the habit. I mean, they say, I think normally it's best to have at least 10 people in a group. Like, I think the more the merrier, obviously.
Yeah.
And also like when you've got a massive like corporate group, and there's, you know, I did one in Abu Dhabi recently, and there was 100 people there or something. It was
Oh,
crazy.
wow.
But it was really good fun, and like we'd managed to do some really like fun, you know, more like kind of game style stuff, but with laughter incorporated as well. So
Oh,
yeah,
this is
it's really good. The more the merrier for sure, because obviously
oh,
the
the
louder
energy.
it is, you know, like the louder the laughter is, and it's more contagious. So even if there is someone that's a little bit more quiet, it's still loud enough to keep everybody else going. So yeah, it's pretty cool. But the Zoom is good as well. Like the Zooms are good, like because if everybody's willing to show up and put their camera on and laugh out loud, then it works quite well as well. Obviously not the same as in person, but it's doable.
It could be more convenient as well.
Yeah.
But no, it sounds so interesting, and you've definitely inspired me to come to one of your Zooms. Hopefully I can make the one tomorrow. But is there anything else you want to tell us about, anything else that you think is important for people to know about this? Because some people might think, oh, that's crazy, or, is there anything else, you want to say that you think people need to know?
I just think you need to, not overthink it. I mean, it's not crazy. There's scientific studies out there that it's a benefit to your health. It increases your oxygen. There's a lot of diseases that cannot survive with a high oxygen content. So if you can increase your oxygen content naturally, well, why would you not want to, And like I say, just just having a better outlook on life. Like I'm not saying everything's all, hunky-dory and roses all the time. Of course it's not. But, you just have to make the most of things. And if you can bring a little bit of laughter in your life and increase your oxygen and improve your health, then why would you not try and do it,
Exactly. And I bet you work with children. How young are the children you work with at schools?
I haven't got a huge amount of children signed up yet, but I'm looking to expand more this year. That's one of my 2024 goals. Yeah, I'm speaking to a few at the moment.
Because I can imagine children, I mean, they would love this as well, because they laugh more anyway, probably.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, they say that, don't they? It's hundreds of times a day compared to adults, which is 4 or 5. And again, the length of time we laugh is a few seconds, maybe, we're not laughing and laughing and laughing. Whereas in a laughter yoga session, that's what we're there for. So you'll be laughing easily, not continuously, but with each exercise, you're going to have the health benefits because you're laughing probably half an hour at least, I would say.
Wow. So you feel much healthier now then? Now you've been doing this?
I'm definitely much healthier. I mean, I look healthier, I feel healthier. And yeah, I mean, it's obviously not only laughter, but I did my Reiki training, and when I finally left my job, I went to Thailand and did my yoga teacher training. So that was really that was the kind of the crossover to my new sort of journey, because it was life-changing, honestly. So I'd already done some other things like Reiki, just really to help my stress and stuff, but I did certify back in that time as well. And I did my sound healing training as well. So I do.
Wow. Yeah. And you do all of this in companies?
Yeah, in person, private homes. My license, I've got a full DED license, so my license covers me to go into people's private spaces, hotels, resorts, studios, offices, you name it. The list is endless. I'm basically allowed to go everywhere, and of course I can travel, so I can go anywhere.
Amazing. No, thank you so much, Beverley, and thank you everybody for joining. So yeah, if there's anything else you want to say, please tell us. And how can people find you?
I mean, any questions, obviously, please send me a direct message. My Instagram is @wellnessweneed, which I think shows up on my name anyway. And my email is hello@wellnessweneed.com.
Amazing. And maybe if you could put those links, all of your links, on the post as well, so people can just click.
Do I do that now, or?
Yes, you can, or after. You can't put it on here because we can't comment on here, but on the actual post on LinkedIn. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Sorry.
It doesn't let us do it. Yeah. And Nikhil says,
my first one, so I wasn't sure.
I just saw something recently with people who have suffered a heart attack. Laughter reduces the chances of second heart attack by 49%. Wow. That's incredible, isn't it? It just goes to show you again, we have everything we need. We have everything we need.
Yeah, for sure.
You don't need to spend lots of money on buying the latest whatever. It's just about doing what
the body's a powerful thing, and sometimes you just need a few things to sort of nudge it in the right direction, and a little bit of assistance. But there's a lot to be said for the power of the mind and the body.
Amazing. Well, I'm looking forward to coming. And if anybody has any questions about this and you want to message Beverley, please feel free to do so. Or if you have any questions or comments, you can write in the post as well. Thank you so much, Beverley. It's been amazing talking to you.
Thanks for having me. It's been really cool. And thanks for everyone who joined.
No, thank you so much, and see everybody next week.